Hello, I'm Lan Moore. As some of you may know, about a year ago I did a video talking about the movies that are coming out in 2009, which already passed. This year I wanted to do another one, what movies are coming out in 2010. However, I kept putting it off and putting it off. But since the first movie just came out that's on the list, I figured I might as well record it now. So, I hope you enjoy it. This is mostly a list of movies that I find rather interesting or that I'm really pissed off they made. So, I hope you enjoy this little list. Alright, the first one coming up is Alice in Wonderland, which was pretty obvious the reason I started this video. It just came out today, which is March 5th. This video probably won't be up until at least March 6th, but anyways. This one I'm rather interested in. I want to see what Tim Burton does with this movie. I'm not sure if it'll be any good or not. My expectations are way high for it. I know it's not going to be like the books, but I still want to see how he does. The next movie on the list is Clash of the Titans, which comes out on April 2nd. This movie seems rather interesting. I don't know if it'll be as good as the original, but it'll be interesting to see how they do. I don't actually know that much about the story in Clash of the Titans. It's been years since I've seen it. I remember most of it being in stop motion, so CG might make it a little bit better. Next on the list is, if this is right, The Legend of Spyro, which comes out April 10th. I believe it's a live action remake, or maybe probably a CG remake. I'm not sure if this is true or not. Supposedly it's got Elijah Wood in it, but I'm rather interested, but mostly disappointed that they would make this movie. I'll probably, if it's true, I'll probably go see it, but I don't have any expectation for it. April 16th is Kick-Ass. This movie's got me pretty hyped. It's based on an actual Marvel comic book. Many people think it's just like a comedy ripoff if they don't know. But yes, it's actually from a comic book series from Marvel. And I personally think it'll be very good. I don't see how they could mess this up. I know Nicolas Cage has been in some crap lately, but I think this one will be good. The next one is The Losers, which is a DC comic book adaptation. I don't know too much about The Losers, so this one I can't really tell you how hyped I am about this one. It looks like it would be pretty good, but I was rather disappointed with the DC's last movie that got me hyped up, which was Watchmen, so it's there. I'll see how it is. April 30th is the day that A Nightmare on Elm Street comes out. This movie, I can tell you right now, I do not want to go see. It looks like it's going to be total crap. These latest horror movie remakes have just been awful. I would say just skip it, but that's me. May 7th is the day that Iron Man 2 comes out. Iron Man 2 looks like it's going to be really, really good. I'm rather interested to see how they do the character of Whiplash. I've heard that they're going to try to combine him in a way with Crimson Dynamo, which in the comic book series was his father, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see how that works. May 14th is the movie adaptation of Robin Hood, or one of the movie adaptations of Robin Hood, since there's been so many. Looking at the previews, if I just saw the previews and it never said anything about Robin Hood, I would never be able to tell. So I'm not really that hyped about it, and I don't really care if I see it or not. But that's my personal opinion. May 21st is the day Shrek Forever After comes out, and it's just doesn't seem as good as the other ones. Part 3 let me down. Part 2 was probably the best, and so was Part 1. I think they're on equal planes. I know we're supposed to say that one's better than the other, but I think they're about the same. The third one was horrible, so I'm just don't care for the fourth one. And I'm not going to talk about Sex and the City 2. May 28th is the day The Prince of Persia: The Sands of Times come out. I've never played any of the games. My friend has, and he's hyped about this movie adaptation. But most people who have played the game, except him, don't seem to care too much about this movie. So I don't know if it's really gonna be the same as the game. But at least there'll be a good game coming out of it, right? No, probably not. June 11th is a day that will live in infamy for movies this year. On that day, two movies that I am not at all excited for come out. The A-Team and The Karate Kid. I've never grew up with the A-Team, so I don't know if it's that good or not. But The Karate Kid was one of my favorite movies as a child. And seeing these new previews just make me feel like they squashed my childhood. It looked like a horrible movie. I don't hate Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan, and I don't mind that Will Smith's son is playing the Karate Kid, but he's just not old enough, you know? I would say skip it. June 18th, Toy Story 3 comes out. I would be a little bit more excited if this had come out maybe 5 years ago, but now I'm thinking that's been too long. The premise of this story doesn't seem like it'll be all that great, but I could be wrong, of course. I'll wait to see. Hopefully they did a great third part to it. June 30th, The Twilight Saga Eclipse. No, I am tired of all the Twilight movies. I went to see the first one. I've seen the second one, unfortunately. This third one is going to be horrible. Just skip these Twilight movies, please. July 2nd, The Last Airbender comes out. I wasn't a big fan of The Last Airbender. I've never really seen too many episodes. But I'm still rather interested to see this movie and see what M. Night Shyamalan did with this cartoon series. So I'll probably go see it. July 7th, Predators comes out, which is somewhat a reboot of the Predators franchise, I believe. Or I really don't believe it's a sequel, so I would say it's a reboot or a reimagining. I am pretty excited, not too excited. I want to see what they do with the Predators series. July 30th, Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore comes out. I can't believe they're actually making a sequel to this. If you want to be technical, all these cats and dogs should be dead by now. But anyone who saw this as a child is probably grown up by now, so I don't see why they would make a sequel. But I'm rather interested to see how it does in the box office. I'm personally going to say skip it. September 10th, Resident Evil Afterlife comes out. And me personally, I'm starting to think that they should stop calling these movies Resident Evil. They have nothing to do with Resident Evil anymore. They stopped having anything to do with Resident Evil after the first 10 minutes of the first movie. Alright? It's just an awful attempt at the video game. Still, the movies, though, are pretty enjoyable by themselves. So I'm gonna go see this, even though it's a cheesy, horrible movie, but it's a bad kind of good for me. November 19th, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 comes out. It's Harry Potter. What more do I have to say? Anyone who knows anything about nowadays will probably know about Harry Potter, so I don't even have to talk about this one. You'll probably see it if you're a fan. If you're not a fan, you might see it just to say something about it. December 10th, The Chronicles of Narnia: The Voyage of the Dawn Treader comes out. This movie might be good. I've never really read any of the Chronicle of Narnia books, but the last two movies have been enjoyable, at least. The first one being the best, I think. Disney's just got to allow more violence in their movies, and then it'll be a great movie. But, yeah. Actually, I think it's 20th Century Fox. Whatever. December 17th, Tron Legacy comes out. It's been years since the last Tron movie, or the only Tron movie technically, but it's got such a big following behind it, and I love the movie, so I'm interested to see this updated, better looking sequel. Just to see it. I'm hyped for it. December 22nd, The Green Hornet comes out. I don't know too much about The Green Hornet, so I've got nothing to say for that one. Alright, that's all I have for this year. I'm hoping to do a review of all the movies, or a short little review of all the movies that I did last year. But until then, I'll see you later.